it's been called BS by some of the Philadelphia writers and beat reporters. But Shams has said that Kyrie Irving has some interest from 3 teams, and the Philadelphia 76ers are one of those teams. Now, Kyrie, everyone knows that there was kind of the beef between Harden and Kyrie, and that's why Harden wanted out. And so that's interesting that we'd be interested in Kyrie. And also people think that our interest in Kyrie is holding off this Harden signing his 3-year deal, which I don't think so. But so I have to ask this question, and kind of the rumor trade online would be Thibault, Harris, and a future first-round pick for Kyrie Irving. How would you feel if we did this trade? Even if it was for a 1-year rental, would you guys be into a Kyrie for 1 year on trading Harris, Thibault, on a first?
I think if we're going to make a trade with Brooklyn, it should be for Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
So Eric's not in. Would you be if you woke up and saw that deal for Irving? Would you be like, oh man, or would you be like, we'll see?
Kyrie's a heck of a talent, and he would be helpful, but it creates you stack players and you create a hole.
Yeah.
To me, it's, if we're saying, hey, look, we got to give Maxey room to grow, and we have James, then we bring in Kyrie, then somebody's going to have to take a step back. As much as we like Maxey, he's not better than Kyrie. So I don't know why you would make the move for Kyrie if he wasn't going to play. And if that's the case, then we're playing, unless we're saying, hey, we're just going to play 4 guards or around Joel, unless we're saying that, and play PJ and House at the 4, which, House in some ways is a guard.
Yeah.
Unless we're saying that, that's what we're saying, which is really Houston Rockets ball.
Very true. Very true. Yeah.
If that's how you're deciding to play, then yeah, I can see it. But then you have the issue of Kyrie being a free agent after that, which is probably a bigger concern of mine than the next person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, upside dynamic scorer, we'd be getting a guy with 1 less year than Harris. So it's getting out of one whole year of that 30+ million. We technically have a big 3, right? We keep Maxey because that other Durant crazy deal, we lose Harris and Maxey. So we keep Maxey and have Irving. Our offense would be pretty unstoppable. Pretty much at all times, we'd have 3 to 4 just bona fide stud scorers. And with the Tucker and House signings, we still have good depth at 4, even though we lost Harris. Downside, Harden and Irving already broke up once. I'm not going to get into all the rumors and BS, but it's safe to say it just didn't work out between them, right? I know they say they're cool or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe their relationship.
Yeah, I believe they're good actors in front of the cameras. Is what I believe.
I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't think it's a great relationship.
Yeah. It's like we'll say hi to each other when I see you at a club or a bar.
I mean, I want to work. I think back to the first time they played in Philadelphia when Brooklyn came and smacked us. And I had never seen the attention to detail of Kyrie Irving like I did that game.
Yeah,
defending James. That was personal.
Yeah. What if Harden was Kyrie's muse and he always had that one on the court with him, even when he's on the same team? What if Kyrie's always just locked in with Harden in his peripheral?
Then you have to. So it's possible, but it's the reason why. But we don't know the reason why, which means that I'm telling you, it's personal. For you to come in and do something that the game before, the game after, you don't necessarily do, that's personal.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't. This is just another game. I don't want to hear that. That was not another game. That was their championship. I think that's why they lost in the playoffs. We already beat Philly by a lot. It's a 1-year deal, so that's maybe they can just shut up and play together for a season. Other downside is, again, like you said, what would our lineup be at 1, 2, 3? That's my biggest thing. Would we start Harden, Maxey, and Kyrie, and then have Tucker at 4 and beat at 5? We get Slaughter on the boards, bullied against bigger teams, bullied against average teams. Make another 3, a move for a 3 to start House at 3. We've gotten a lot of crap from our listeners about this. could move Maxey to the bench. You could start House at 3, and that way you have a more balanced second unit too, and you'd always have someone on the court who can just put it on. But yeah, I think it would definitely come with a lot more questions. But Morey in his career has always been a guy who doesn't really care about questions. He sees a really talented superstar and he's like, why not? Do it for 1 year, try it. If not, we could do a sign and trade next offseason to the suitor that wants him. And if it doesn't work, if it works out, then hey, they'll re-sign here. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. He tried it for a season. I guess I wouldn't hate it, but I think there are better fits for us.
Yeah. And the thing that I take away from this is the fact that our Philly reporters said that we have no interest in this at all. So the fact that it's coming from a national guy and our guys who have ear to the ground over here in Philadelphia, I think I'll take that. So we have no interest in Kyrie. So I hope that's the case.